Hello, everybody, and welcome to Live with me, Casey Hill, the CEO, owner, and founder of An American Treasure. Excuse me, as I'm just whooshing in. You would never know that my husband and I both nonstop work from home. That's how busy we are with our businesses during this pandemic. That I haven't stopped all day. I haven't stopped, and and I went to get something for this live, and I was like, where is, and my husband's like, what do you mean you need it now for the live? I'm like, I need it right now for the live. So he is getting it right. So welcome, and thank you for joining me. This is going to be the first of many live events that I'm going to be starting to have, including I am going to be having a weekly class on Zoom for the All Natural Beauty. So you definitely, before you leave here today, want to sign up for that class, and you want to come every week. It's going to be an hour of your time, and it's going to be the best hour of the week virtually, where you are going to just learn so many different things that you can use during this pandemic and beyond, because I have been doing things for myself, all natural, holistic, since I was a little girl. I started doing facials for myself and doing my own nails and all of that kind of stuff at a very young age. It was always something that I just loved to do. I'm 46 years old. My generation, that was kind of just like a thing, I guess, like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Girls, we'd have slumber parties, and that's something that really needs to come back, is, little girls having slumber parties and doing just girl things, and women doing girl things. And, so we're going to be bringing back a lot of girl time and with An American Treasure, so that women can really get their place where they, are just so happy. Women have always been happiest when they're just women empowering women and gathering together and socializing and learning new things. I grew up in the age of home party sales and having the Tupperware lady come to your house, and the Mary Kay lady come to your house, and the Princess House Crystal lady come to your house, and whatever it was, they came and they just did their thing. And and that's where my company came from. Is I, for a time, was number one with Tupperware, and very proud of that in my early 20s, years ago, a lifetime ago. And I am now 46, and I've owned An American Treasure since 2007. I launched my company in 2007. I founded it in 2008 was the official launch. And in 2009, we started doing home parties. And I was on a mission for two things. I wanted a solution, number one, for a major skincare problem that I was having myself. That skincare problem was a mess that I was having from autoimmune diseases. I have lupus, and I didn't know back then, but apparently I also had some underlying autoimmune diseases that they hadn't figured out, which is a form of scleroderma and mixed connective tissue disease. They hadn't figured it out, I think, because of how I've always been with my daily regimen and my daily skin routine. So I decided to start my own skincare line when I started having these really weird rashes and dry skin patches. But it was okay, so I'm moisturizing. And I was working with a company, and I didn't realize that they used Paragon for their preservative, which parabens are carcinogenic. They're cancer causing. That's a known fact. And then there was a lot of dyes and fragrances in it. Well, dyes and fragrances in anything that goes on your skin is actually an irritant. And this is all stuff that I had never been educated on. So I had always been the healthiest eater, ironically, where like, of course, I would sometimes have my occasional Oreo, like any woman does or whatever, or any human does, has something, chocolate, whatever it is. You have your thing. Everybody, if someone says they don't have a thing that they have from time to time, I call the big liar on them, because we all do. But I primarily eat this very healthy diet, and I've always just been this way because that's how we were raised. And that's because growing up, I did not have cookies or anything in my lunchbox. My mother put an apple or some kind of fruit, white milk, never chocolate milk, never high C or anything like that. No juice boxes. It was a thermos. It was white milk from home. It was a tuna fish sandwich or a peanut butter sandwich. No jelly. Sometimes homemade jam. You know, it was just healthy, healthy, healthy. I will never forget the first time I slept over a girlfriend's house and was like, didn't know what to choose for cereal. I was raised not to take food if you didn't know if you were going to like it, because it was not polite to throw things away. And so I was raised in a very old-fashioned Christian household, and to have manners when you're at other people's homes, and which is how I raised my children. So I wasn't familiar with any of these cereal options because I was raised with literal whole granola cereal with no sugar or anything, or fruit and yogurt, whole wheat toast. Those were like the options for breakfast. Like a half of a grapefruit was one of my go-tos growing up. Half a grapefruit was like my standard growing up for years. Maybe I need to go back to that now that I'm thinking about it. So I've always been careful not to put unhealthy things in my body. And I never thought that the things I was putting on the outside of my body were literally going into my bloodstream and into my tissue and then circulating through my whole body. Yeah, we don't think of that, do we? So I was having adverse reactions and then these massive autoimmune issues that ended up, like, it went from tissue and skin into my organs. And then it became, by 2010, like, so this started, by the way, in like 2008. And by 2010, it was like a hot mess. And at that point, I had the skincare line out. So, like, the skincare issues were starting around 2005, but in 2008, it was bad. Like, where it was like, now it's like my muscles are starting to have issues and stuff. And like the rashes were just bad, where I like literally wasn't wearing makeup. Like, unless I had to do an appearance, like, and I would take the makeup off afterwards because I'm like, something is going on here. And it was just crazy. It was just crazy. And my doctors are like, you are getting, like, they're like, are you gluten-free? Are you soy-free? Are you Are you like consuming preservatives, dyes? Are you just eating like healthy, like grown food? I'm like, yes, like, yes. They're like, well, you're having something go into your body somehow. And then one day, one of my doctors was like, what about what you're putting on your body? So when you're putting things on your body, and I don't even anymore, like I used to do, like the difference, like Coke versus Pepsi does, like the body butter versus lotion challenge, which anybody is welcome to do that for me. I can't even, like, because literally if I put another product on my skin is that sensitive, and I'm used to my products But I started looking at the labels and I'm like, oh my gosh, like if it wasn't dyes or the preservative or color, and I'm like, why do you need to color perfume and put chemicals in something that's going on your skin? So imagine, like, so if it's going on your skin, right? Shouldn't it be something safe enough to put in your mouth? If you've got to wash your hands before it, or there's a warning, do not put it near your eyes or your mouth, you probably shouldn't put it on your body because it's going on your skin and it's soaking into your skin. It's not just vanishing. Then it goes into your tissue and into your bloodstream. And your bloodstream carries it through your whole body and into your organs. And then your body's filling with toxins and toxins and toxins and toxins and toxins and toxins. And it's like your body's becoming this waste ground. Like, so if you've ever seen, like, there's this movie, The Toxic Avenger. Like, it's like I've got to like create like some kind of like a Toxic Avenger character about like other skincare. Because that's what it is. It's like, and makeup too. It's like, I love me. And yes, that's why we're like in the middle of making like a really good makeup for everybody. But it's like other products are like the Toxic Avenger. They're making your body literally like a septic ground. And then, does this sound like you? It seems like there's an awful lot of people with psoriasis and eczema, lupus, fibromyalgia. Are you getting pain? Like, that's like literally like right here in your back. So when I talk about my pain, like that's where the pain generates, is all right here. That's connective tissue pain. Do you know what that's from? That's from like years of soaking in like baby baths or bubble baths from other brands. See, I'm the owner of my company, so I can't mention like actual names to you all. So I can just say, look at the back. If you are seeing chemical, or unhealthy natural ingredients. So alcohol is it doesn't matter what kind, there is no healthy alcohol for your skin, period, end of the discussion. Our toner is made with witch hazel for a reason, because alcohol dries your skin out. Okay, so this is the process with that. When you put something on your skin, and so say it is all natural, but the all natural includes glycerin, which is proven to irritate skin. Yes. Did you know that? Glycerins irritate skin. Yes, they're vegetable based. So what does that mean? Well, that means that a man in a lab with a little white coat took the derivative of vegetables that glycerin comes from and created the glycerin. So you've got to, this is what the healing, this is what the all natural beauty, and so we have the Healing Life movement too, which I was just talking to someone about that. Both are going to be teaching this because it's a topic for your outer beauty and your inner beauty. But skincare hides behind things that are what I call filler ingredients, and that's a me thing, what I refer to them as. Some people in the past have said, you know, oh, she doesn't even put everything that's on label on her website. Nope, I do. We have like literally, so this is, and I have reverse cam on, so I'm going to read this to you. So this is the facial lotion from the An American Treasure Organic Rose facial line. So first, the first ingredient is tea rose oil. That's the first ingredient. is the tea rose oil. That we hand grow the tea roses here on our property. We hand make the tea rose oil, okay? And then it's combined with the most pure form of shea butter. So pure, unrefined shea butter. And then it also has a little bit of aloe in it, and vitamin E oil, and organic preservative. Our organic preservative is the only preservative that is 100% like Whole Foods store approved. So Whole Foods approves of it. And that means that Whole Foods will put something that has this preservative on their shelf, and they're very picky. It's called lucidal. It is a fermented radish root. If you are type preservative, it is made with the same kind of process that kombucha, if you are familiar with that, if you use that for your digestive tract health, that's a similar process. It's organic. It's 100% organic. That's it. That's all that's in that. That's all that should be on. It's going on your face, guys. It's going on your face. You shouldn't have anything that is perfume or like dyes. And this is like, so you definitely make sure you sign up for the All Natural Beauty group. So we have a group. We have a whole community for the All Natural Beauty that's growing, and I love it. You know, I just had to restart the group today. So please share with your friends. We had over 2,000 women in the All Natural Beauty. That group has been going on since I started on Facebook. And it had actually 20,000 women in it. And then Facebook changed the platform for the groups. I want to say like 3 years ago, my husband thought I had a heart attack in bed. It was like, I think it was like 5 I get up super early. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I was like, oh my God, like I flipped out. They booted all of my people out of my group and said I had to re-ask everybody. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, seriously, I've been growing that group since I launched An American Treasure. Like, I've been on social media since 2007, since they started Facebook groups, whenever that was, which I want to say was at least 2008, 2009, maybe 2010, but it was years ago. And now, like, I woke up this morning and it kicked me out of being the admin for my own group. I'm like, you did what? To what? I'm like, and of course there's nobody you can contact at Facebook. So started a new All Natural Beauty group today. Same great information. And we are going to be having, so the All Natural Beauty classes are going to be on Zoom. And that's going to be once a week. And the invitations are going to start going out this Sunday. So make sure you're on my email list to receive your invitation for that. And you're going to get all kinds of tips. So like when I compare, like something I'll do is like this demonstration I like to do about the whole dye and perfume thing. So like perfumes, it's like women always say, and men say the same thing too. They hate going to the mall and having the woman with the perfume in your face. Well, so why would you be putting perfume like in your skincare that's going literally all over your body and even around your eyes and on your face and whatnot, if you don't like it just to be sprayed on you like that? And because you don't know what those perfumes are, and they're usually the lowest grade fragrance oils, legitimately are. They're very irritating to the skin, and they cause a lot of inflammatory issues. As far as the dyes, my comparison to that is taking a glass of water and taking like the little things that the Easter eggs get dyed with, because that's the equivalent of the FDA. That's FDA approved dye. That's what's in your makeup and your skincare. Everybody is, if it has yellow number this or whatever, that's what's in makeup and skincare. Are you an Easter egg? Like, so would you take the Easter egg packets and crumble that up and use that? Like, really? Would you? Like, I don't want that on my skin. And I'm like, I started like researching this stuff and becoming to where I am today, where I'm an expert in skincare and specifically all natural, organic skincare, and specifically herbal therapy and holistic. And so our skincare isn't at an American Treasure is not just all natural. It's 100% all natural. It's handmade. So you know it's not going to be cross-contaminated. You know that you're getting what you're paying for. That's a huge difference. When you're buying something that is coming from a box, prepackaged, not from a family owned and operated company that's doing a handmade product like we're doing, you do not know when that product was made, and they're putting preservatives in it on top of it. And so right there, like, I'll tell you this, I opened up something that I got from the pharmacy, and it wasn't a skincare product, but it was a related kind of product, like to do a facial kind of brush is what it was. It had a coupon in it from 2017. I just got it in 2020. What? And what? Like, where's that been sitting all this time that the coupon expired in 2017? So, and how many times have you seen that? That's why I think that they often don't put coupons in packages. They notice how they put the coupons on top of the packages now. That's because stuff's sitting in warehouses for so long. Or, you know, the other thing is, you know how on a lot of labels it says this may have come in contact with X, Y, and Z. It could be nuts, it could be gluten, it could be whatever. That's because it's made, like, Company A's product is not the only product made in manufacturing plant B. Like, then, like, there could be C, D, E, F, G, H, Y, K, like, who knows how many other products made in same company. And furthermore, a lot of companies, a lot of brands are the same brand, meaning when you get store brand cereal, it's the same formula that's used to make a lot of the name brand cereals. Fact. That was like something that was unearthed in the last few years. The same thing is with the skincare. I can tell you this for fact because I looked into if I could have all natural skincare, pure all natural skincare manufactured. The answer is no, you can't, because I could not give a formula to someone to manufacture. What I could do was buy a formula from XYZ wholesale company and slap the An American Treasure label on it. So that wasn't good enough for me. So I set on a mission to solve this problem. How am I going to get rid of this dry skin, stop having these outbreaks of rashes all over my body from different chemicals? And like, there has to be a way to do it. How did they do it before there were manufacturers? And I started finding like these very like Native American and Egyptian. I've actually written about Egyptian beauty and whatnot. Have skin like Cleopatra did is one of the things I've written before. And realizing that this actually was really simple. Does it cost more money to do? Yes. But is it going to be effective? Yes. So Am I going to stop having these massive autoimmune flare-ups and like cut them down and whatnot? And yes, that's like a huge deal. Like there's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes into that too, but skincare has been a huge deal with that. I have people who have used our product who have eczema, who have psoriasis, who also have lupus and other skin issues, just dry skin problems. Even people who are on TV, for example, Callie Bevier, who was on America's Got Talent, beautiful professional vocalist. And from the stage makeup, she says there's a video. She has it on her Facebook. Look up Callie Bevier on Facebook and you'll see it. And we also have it on the American Treasure page. And she said, she's like, you know, I've got this like blemished skin. And she's like, this, you know, this cleared me right up, and American Treasure cleared me right up. I actually was just chatting with her the other day. She was like, Casey, I'm out of my facial product. I need more. And I was like, girl, you can't run out, especially during the pandemic. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of Callie soon. I love that young lady. Check out her music for sure. She's on YouTube. She's everywhere. So why do you want to make sure that you're putting the right thing on your skin? So I have a question. So what are your skincare problems? And if you're on right now, you can, you know, comment. If you don't want to comment on live, you can send me a message. What are your skincare problems? Do you want to solve them? Or do you want to spend money and get things that are like, is what you've been buying solving it? Like, so if what you're using is working, then of course stick with that. If you found something that works for you, I would never tell anybody to switch from something that they love. I have certain things that I love and nobody is going to tell me to switch from them. I'm trying to think. I love Bob's Red Mill Farm. That's my gluten-free. I've been shipping it in cases during the pandemic. That is my go-to for not just my gluten-free. I get my flaxseed from them. I love them. I have not had a problem with, I can tell if there's like some kind of cross-contamination and stuff, or something weird going on from a company, because my stomach, my digestive tract was so freaking like out of control by the time I figured out what was going into my system for so long and what the toxic like was coming from, because it wasn't just that, it was actually city water was an issue. City water. If you're hooked up to city water, that could be a huge problem because there's chemicals. It's purified. So you need to have a water purifier, or you need to do what I do, which is we have a well. So we had a well put in. I had a well at my home that I owned before my husband had a well put in here. So yeah, there can be many, many things going on, but skincare and makeup is definitely like a huge issue. Bubble baths, body sprays, all of that. So what is your solution? So we have a lot of great things at an American Treasure. And what I'm doing for everybody right now is I am doing free 15-minute consultations. And I've had several women who have signed up for this week. So if you haven't already, just send me a message and say, hey, Casey, I would love to get one of those free 15-minute beauty consultations. It's on Zoom. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from your laptop. It's a video consult, 15 minutes. That's it. I send you a little question thing, 7 questions. You answer those questions so that I know like what you're already using, what all of your skincare issues are, what's the number one issue you want to focus on, whether it be the dry skin, so I have lupus. So you can see I always have this little this is my butterfly kind of rash. People ask what this is sometimes. The funny thing is because thankfully my lupus rash, and I always thank God for this every day, because the doctors I'm like, I do have the lupus rash, and they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, do you think I have naturally rosy cheeks? And then they look closer and they're like, oh, like it like forms on my face. Like, oh, it looks like blush for me. And I smile so much. So then when my cheeks raise, it like just, it looks like, it just looks like it belongs there. Thank God, because a lot of people have it really bad. And it used to be darker. And I think, and that's definitely, it's faded out a lot since I started using my facial line. I also have had freckles my entire life. And which side is it on? This side. Am I on the right side? Okay. See, I'm brutally honest. See, this is bare face me, which you guys that are on my social media know. This is how I am. So see this sunspot? I actually, and if you go back and please stalk my social media for Casey Hill, stalk it in a good way. Only if you're going to be good. Don't steal my pictures and do weird things, please. But if you want to check out, like going back, these came up. I was sunning myself. I usually don't, but during when I first launched the home party division, we started doing a promotional tour for His and Her Secrets is our lingerie line, and An American Treasure is our skincare. And we started doing what's called the Dixie Diva Club Tour, because I was in the South in Georgia. And the women in the South, I said they're like Dixie Divas. They are. Because Southern women can like go out, fish in the river, catch a big huge catfish, go home, skin it, fry it, and freaking look amazing doing it. God bless women of the South. And that doesn't mean that women all over the country aren't beautiful, but women of the South, they still live a very old-fashioned life. They do. I'm like, my girlfriends, I'd watch them and I'd be like, I want to be like you. Like, it's like, I was always like about being I'm every woman, but it was like, and they would always be like, my girlfriend Amanda, she like goes hunting, deer hunting, and she's like full makeup, her hair, like, and I'm like, it was actually Amanda. I looked at her one day and I'm like, girl, you're like a diva, but you're like this like Dixie Diva. And it just like stuck. That was it. Dixie Diva like stuck with the company. And so Dixie Diva is what I call like women that are very like nature kind of girls that like to like hunt, fish, like go four-wheeling, hiking, that kind of stuff, like very athletic or like just outdoorsy kind of women who also like to wear, you know, have their hair done and just like, you know, and or be dressed, you know, whatever. So I was sunning back when we were doing Dixie Diva Club Tour, and I will never forget one of my girls back then, one of my sales agents for An American Treasure was like, Casey, you're getting sunspots on your face. I was like, I know, right? And I had this big one, and then I had 3. It was like a constellation on my face. So the one that was like, actually it used to be way down here is gone. And then the one that's here is actually gone now too. Yay. So this one is 50% gone. If you look back like in 2009 Dixie Diva Club Tour and around that era, you can see like this was really dark. Like so dark. If I wore makeup back up until I made my facial line, which was in 2018, I launched the facial line. Even if I wore makeup, you could see this through the makeup. It was like, it really bothered me because it didn't matter. I tried everything. And I mean, when I was a teenager, I actually modeled. So I know like all of the tricks for covering stuff like that. I could not, it was that dark. It was like dark, like tattoo dark, like crazy. Like I would have had to have gotten the kind of cover up that you get for tattoos to have covered it up. It was so dark. So I created facial butter, and this is with the tea rose oil. and we grow the roses here. And you shake it, and you just need one pump. 1 bottle of the tea rose oil. So there's 20 uses per ounce. I'm not kidding you. You heard that right. So you have legitimately 140 uses per bottle. 140 uses. What lotion tells you that? 140 uses. See, now you can see my lupus rash. It's like the lupus rash does not like to be soothed. It always gets bright at first, and then watch, it'll calm right down. I have it there, and then see, now you can see, and then I get this patch right here. Isn't that funny? When I shower too, the steam. And when I work out, forget it. There's a reason why I don't do workout pictures. See, it goes right down though. So it goes right in. I had wanted a lotion that didn't sit on your face. So that's the other thing with our products. Our products are made of all natural oils and butters. So they literally soak into your skin. They just soak right in. If it sits on your skin, that is because your skin is saying, help me, please don't put that on my skin. Like seriously, if it's sitting on your skin, it's because it doesn't belong there. The longer it's sitting on your skin, the more fillers, like things that they just are stuffing into it that don't need to be in, because lotion needs to have some kind of a butter. We use in our either shea butter, and then our body butter has cocoa butter in it too. Don't put cocoa butter on the face because cocoa butter is more, it's heavy. It's very heavy. And it's not as good for the face. Shea butter is really good for the face though. So this will soak right in within like a minute or two. This will be soaked right in, and your face, it's just left to be soft. And like right now, the shiny, it's just like moist. That's all you feel. It's like moist. And then that's it. That's it. So you get 140 uses in a 7-ounce bottle. Now for the rest of your body, and we have the body butter. So if you have psoriasis or eczema or anything of that nature, this is our body butter. So body butter is literally butter for the skin. It is like, I say soup is food for your soul, and our skincare is like the most beautiful skin food for you. Like you definitely need to feed your skin our skincare. So watch this. So see how it's on here? Now watch. Now usually when you rub lotion on, it just sits there. Gone. It's like magic. See? It's gone. It like goes right in. And if it's hot, like if it's like, so it's like cold. My husband is like every other husband. Well, I think every other husband or most husbands. My husband keeps our house like the Arctic Circle. Like I think that I see an igloo over there in the corner of my dining room with like some Eskimos and penguins. So it's really cold in my house. Usually the look at how looking. The body butter doesn't usually like this is like frozen body butter just from being in my house. He's like, honey, it's okay. And it's pandemic. We're like cutting costs like everybody else, I guess. He's like keeping it cold. So, but like in the summer, when your skin is like warm, or if your skin's warm, or if you just like worked out, just get out of the shower. Like literally it will just like, as soon as you go on, you'll see it. And a lot of people who have seen my lives already, then you've seen that where I put it on my skin and it just like instantly starts to melt. But like, go on. You should not have skincare sitting on your body where you have to like keep rubbing it. and rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it. It doesn't belong on your skin. Your skin is like screaming for you to stop because and your whole body is, because you're pushing chemicals into your skin. If it's taking that long to absorb, it's because it's not meant to be absorbed. Does that make sense? Yeah, huh? So, how can I help you? Send me a message. Let's do a consultation. Tell me what your problems are. Right now, I'm actually looking for 21 people to be part of a 7-day challenge. And this is a body butter challenge. This is for our Body Butter Lover campaign that is coming up for 2021. And I'm looking for 21. It can be women, men, families, if your whole family wants to participate. And I send a little package of 3 body butters, and you try it for 7 days. And if you have a skin issue like psoriasis or eczema, please, or a dry skin patch, please take a before picture and an after picture. And then I want you to do a video of how much you love the product, because I know you're going to love the product. And you send us a great, you have great results, and you give us a great video that shows those great results because you were really using the product, and follow my instructions, because I'm going to have a little group for this too. So you got to follow the instructions and whatnot. Then we are going to give you a free 5-ounce body butter for participating. And you will also be featured in our Body Butter Lover campaigns coming up, and on our websites and our funnels and all of that good stuff on our Facebook pages. And then you send us some pictures and a little blurb, write down your experience with our products and how much you love us, and that'll be featured on our website too, and on all of our things. So we're just looking for testimonials. So if you want to be part of that and do a testimonial for us and be one of those exciting, I love an American treasure, I'm a body butter lover, then send me a message today and I will set up a Zoom for us to chat. Serious inquiries only, please. And because we have some campaigns launching, and I need to get those videos back quick. So send me a message if you want to be part of the Body Butter Lover. Give us a testimonial campaign. And if you would like to get your free 15-minute consultation, join the All Natural Beauty Nation group on Facebook. Be part of the All Natural Beauty group classes every week. Then just send me a message. I can sign you up for whatever you like. And if you loved any of those products, then just send me a message. I can tell you anything you want about them, the different essential scents. We only use essential oil for scents, no fragrances, and whatever else you have for questions. Make sure you join me next week. I will be having another event, another live. If you have something specific that you would like me to touch on that has to do with skincare, please let me know. Drop me a message. All right, everybody. Have a great day. God bless, and stay safe, America and all over the world.